Today we're going to make a wreath using a wire ring. This one is a 20-inch. It will make a nice door decoration or a wall decoration, and we've decided to go with a beach theme. We've gotten a few of these adorable props. We've gone with Welcome to the Beach, and we picked up a couple 50-cent flip-flops, a pair of glasses. You really can put whatever you want on your wreath. So to prepare, we have our ribbons, we have our scissors, our floral wire, and we're going to take our ribbons and cut strips to start. It makes it a lot easier if you go ahead and prepare in advance so that you're not having to unroll each roll every time. So go ahead and cut a few strips and we'll get started. Okay, I've set the prop aside. Now that we know what we're going to do, we're going to place that in the center. We're going to start with our ribbons. You take your strips, and what we're going to do to start is we're just going to go ahead and tie this in a knot. You just push it forward. Don't worry about the length right now. We'll discuss that later. Once you've completed it, then we can trim them up to the proper size to give it dimension and character. So you just go ahead and tie each one just like that, and then you're just going to push it. And you can have 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch. That's completely up to you. You decide what you want to do and take it from there. I may even take a few, and if I have a little piece, I may even put some through the center, maybe. Tie it like this so that that one might be kind of a little full in the middle. Once we cut, you'll see what I'm talking about. We've just decided to use some netty, some of the mesh, the deco mesh in the 2.5 inch to kind of give it a little bit of a net beachy look. And same thing, it's just simple. You just keep tying your strips, make a knot, and push it forward. Now you'll see here once we start to trim them up how it comes to life. Okay, as I'm finishing up this wreath, before I do my last few, you'll notice that I did go by and trim some up as they were getting a little shaggy along the way. I went ahead and trimmed them up so it gives it, a little more of a uniform look. Just, give it some fullness. Some might be a little crooked. You can just trim them up as you see fit, kind of like a haircut. You just kind of trimming up your ribbons. You can eyeball it and see like that one looks obviously way too long. You just kind of trim it. There's really not a particular way to do it. You just kind of have to take a look and get a feel for what looks right. So here you can see these pieces are a lot longer, so I will go by and just trim them up as need be. Really nothing to it. Okay, so as there's a little space here, I'm going to go ahead and take the few swatches or strips that I have left and complete my ring. And I think maybe one more. And I think that'll just about do it. Now, you can choose any colors or any sizes, any texture, whatever you have in mind or whatever your favorite might be. Just don't be afraid to mix them up and tie them to your wreath. Here we go. Okay, we've gone ahead and secured our prop with just some basic floral wire. Just kind of tied it down so that it's nice and secure. So what we're going to do now is we've picked up, like I said, these 50-cent little flip-flops, and we're just going to hot glue them together. Make a little design here. Maybe bring them down a little bit. And what I did was I went ahead and made a couple little bows for my flip-flops, and all you're going to do is, make a little bow, nothing to it. Make sure they're approximately the same size. Take a little hot glue again. Put it on the end of the bow. Try not to burn my hand there. And pop it right there on that flip-flop. giving it a little design. We'll repeat the step with the other one. Pop it right on the center. Ow. Make sure you don't burn yourself. And there we have our decorative flip-flops. Okay, so now after we have our bows on our little flip-flops, what I did was I added a couple little pair of sunglasses, and then I took the floral wire and I just pushed it down into the little foam flip-flop to secure it to the wreath so the flip-flop doesn't decide to fall off. Once I twisted that and give it a little more security, voila, welcome to the beach.